By the way, they get ready. Get ready for the big protest day. Let's see. Tesla takedown. Plans 500 protests in 277 stores. I say go. Let's get 1,000 people out there. Let's see 2,000. Let's set the buildings on fire. Let's burn some more. Let's smash more of these. Just keep doing it. You're doing really a great job. You are doing a huge favor for me. And I'll explain that in a second. But first, we hear from the mayor of Seattle. He says,
well, there's absolutely no room for property destruction. That is illegal. We do understand there's anger out there. There's anger in the Northwest here when we see some of the decisions and the statements coming out of D.C. We see billionaires having access to information and control. There's anger out there, but that does not justify property destruction.
There you go. Good for you, Mayor. So you can be angry, but don't mess up people's stuff. Like this guy that, who is this? Who is this? KIRO King? Seattle guy, Seattle comparing Tesla to Ford. No one would do this. He's standing next to a car that was Tesla that had been burned.
If Ford Motors, if Henry Ford had said something in the early 1900s that you came across in a history book, you wouldn't necessarily go and start vandalizing all of these Ford trucks. These are people that are just like you and I. They might have not known that Elon was a bad person and just gotten a Tesla 5 years ago because they were doing something good for the environment.
Yeah, I looked it up. So Henry Ford was a real big Jew hater. He used to write a lot of letters to the local paper there. And eventually they're like, yeah, we're not going to print your stuff anymore. So then Henry Ford's like, okay, fine. I'll start my own newspaper so I can rail on Jewish people and support Hitler. Didn't affect Ford sales at all. I don't think he was reading his paper that he came out with. Here's a woman that's really, by the way, again, the big protest day, the 29th of March, I'd like to see more than 500. I'd like to see 2,000. Let's really set something on fire. I'll tell you why I'm pro-destroying this.
People keep correcting me, telling me that it's Cybertruck and not Tesla truck. I don't care. I don't care what it's called.
No!
I hate them. I hate them. I need them off the streets. I need them off the road. I need them on the highway. I need them out of my town. I need them out of my country. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of Tesla trucks. Cybertruck!
I'm going to single or in a really committed relationship with a really great person that supports her. Yes or no? Single? Desperate?
No comment.
That means single. And finally, I think this guy was Kamala Harris's VP?
Yes.
That's who that was?
Yeah.
I'll take has-beens, might-have-beens, wash-ups for 200, please, Alex.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. Woo! So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you.
Tim Walsh, you were a teacher in Minnesota. You also were the governor. Your funds for your retirement are owned. You own a part of Tesla, whether you like it or not. So you're celebrating the stock drop. You just lost money. So too bad for you, Tim, and for anybody else that receives money pensioned there in Minnesota. The total amount of money that was shares was like 1.6 million shares. It was like $319 million. It's come down a little bit. So, Tim, you can celebrate the fact that you don't have as much money in your 401k or at least your retirement program. You should celebrate that. Elon Musk responds to Tim Walsh. Whenever I want to cheer up, I just look at the picture of the vice president that's not you in the White House. So the back and forth. Now, why would I want more people to go and protest Tesla? Because what you are doing is you are making people like myself and anybody else that wanted to buy Tesla have the ability to buy Tesla now. When it was at $460 a share, I couldn't touch it, wouldn't get anywhere near it. But with all of this nonsense, the stock has dropped down to like 222. So what's happening now is you have two types of investors. You have the big institutional buyers. They go and buy large blocks. But what you need is more retail buyers. That's people like you and me. And if we go in there, because we can now afford it, if it drops to 225 or wherever it is, you might be able to afford to buy Tesla. And you're buying right now at its low point, right? You buy down at the bottom and then bang, goes back up again. Because if you think that Elon Musk is done because a bunch of people set these things on fire or scream and yell or cry on TikTok, you're wrong. Because this Tesla guy who also has rockets, who's got SpaceX, who has AI, who's also working on driverless cars. This is the long term, the big vision. So you buy now at 200 and some. It might drop a little bit after these morons march around on the 29th. And then it goes down even a little lower. So you buy at the bottom. You know it's going to go back up again. It's already gone up a couple of points, which I'm sort of sad to see. But it dropped about 14%. But the good news is because these people are out there doing this sort of stuff, some people get a little nervous and they sell. Stock comes down. We'll see retail buyers come in. I bought today, and the reason I bought today is because they've got a big shareholders meeting coming up. And when the shareholders meeting comes up, we'll be able to vote. We'll be a proxy vote on different things, the directions we want to see Elon go with his businesses. So this is great. More retail buyers get in. We'll have more of a voice to be able to talk about the board, be able to vote on different things. Really important. The UK, by the way, just let shareholders vote. So when this meeting comes up, I think it's going to be sometime near the end of April. They haven't announced that yet. I'll be paying attention. I'll be voting as well. So you have a chance right now because of these people that are twisted in their own little minds that somehow Elon Musk is destroying the country. They're bringing the stock price down. The stock price comes down. That's a buy indicator to you. Get in, ride the rocket ship back up again, see the thing be able to climb back up. I should hope to be able to double my money within about 18 months. So thank you, people in Seattle that are out there setting these things on fire or wiping your rear end on these cars or putting dog poop on these cars. You just made me some money because I saw the stock went back up. I put the buy-in the morning. I think it went up. I don't know where it just ended, but thank you. So go out, protest more. Protest more. Really go crazy on the 29th of March. And then more people, maybe the stock will come back down. I'll buy more in. And then I'll go back in again, pick up a little bit more money. You're making people rich. You're making Elon rich. Keep going. Protest all you want on the 29th of March. They're hoping to have at 277 stores, the supercharger stations. They're going to just go absolutely nuts. Get out there, everybody. It's a global day of action. We'll call it the global day of pushing the stock down so more people can get in and do some retail investing in what really is a industry-changing visionary man who sees the future and isn't afraid to invest his money, his time, and his brain work into this. So go ahead. For every showroom, they looked at 500 people all screaming and yelling with their dumb signs. We'll have to see what happens to the stock then.